Hello, and today we'll be playing the newest update of Where the Demon Lurks. This update will be for Lucen, so we're about to see him work at his new job in the diner. Lucen smiles as he leaves to bathe. Does any your night. You get a good night's sleep, finding comfort in knowing that Lucen's watching out for you. Plus, tomorrow you have the night self at work. As your eyes flutter awake, you notice your chest feels heavier than usual. Huh? Lucen's head rests on top of you. His sleeping facing face facing yours. He smiles as you pat his golden locks. Wait a minute. You're struck with the realization that you can't move without waking him up. So this is what it feels like to be in those kind of anime. You chuckle softly as Lucian's drowsy eyes squeeze open. What? Morning, sleepyhead. He promptly straightens his bed head and stares at you. Morning, you, Kobu. I trust you slept well. Not as well as you. He's quick to turn away. I was just meditating on something. You roll over on your side, patting your stomach with a mischievous smile. Didn't I barely make it easier for you to think? He clicks his tongue. That's besides the point. Now, please, don't you have your mortal obligations to take care of before we can continue with our investigation? You reach out beside the mattress and grab your phone and tap away to confirm your timetable. Nah, I've got the night self today, which means I'm free this afternoon. Well then, I suppose we should begin your special training. Training? Oh, you mean the whole powers thing? I suppose so. Lucian's halo appears over his head. He grabs it and taps at it like a tablet. Quora at 6 fan wants me to come in a little earlier than planned so she can show me the ropes. Does that mean training is off? It's on hold until I'm done with work. I should probably start walking there if I want to make it in time. Hold up, I just realized we don't have our priorities straight. Wait a sec, I just thought of something. If I can open a portal now, then why don't I just make one where King is and put him back here? Lucen presses his lips. Kobo, I realize I shared some of my powers with you, but that's quite a lot of wishful thinking. Well, we won't know until we try. You raise your right hand ready to open a portal over your mattress, but Lucen grabs hold of your wrist. Easy now. I understand you're excited, but I'm not fond of taking blind risks. Try opening a portal somewhere safer to understand the current limits of your power. You feel the heat of his hand around yours. It takes a few moments, but the wisdom in his words warms up to you. Okay, let's take it slow. He smiles and lets go of your hand. Let's try a portal behind 6 fan. Should be out of sight. You imagine a destination in your mind, conjuring forth soul energy that curses through your forearm into your fingertips. Let's go, 6 fan. You snap your fingers, opening the portal. Lucen steps forward and pokes his head through for a second before looking at you baffled. That's the inside of a movie theater. What movie? He takes another brief look into the portal. Something about a teddy bear in very bright pink clothes coming to life in the real world and exploring what it means to be alive. King and I were supposed to watch that. He loves musicals. Well, no wait, let me try again. Lucen rolls his eyes, but you ignore him as you snap open another portal. He peers into this one as well, but shakes his head. I think this is a rubber's tip. You crack open another portal again. Nope, That's inside of a broom closet. A frustration building, you call forth a final portal, wishing for it to be right this time. The angel blinks. He turns and tells you with a deadpan voice, "It's just a cute bottom. Damn it. I don't understand. This is like Portal 101. I can keep the safe stable, but the location is off. What's wrong with me?" Lucen puts a hand on your shoulder and pats you awkwardly. He seems to be struggling to find the words to say to you. There, that performance was less than adequate, but that just means anything from now on is an improvement. See, thanks. He pulls his hand away. Look, I'm not going to pretend I understand portal magic. Even the ones I used were tuned by Gary to find you. I do know this. You can't give up. You don't have much of a choice, or Vendrake will smite us. Lucian, you still got pep talks. You sigh and shake your head. I don't know. It just feels like everything has been reset. I haven't had these issues since I was a newbie learning my powers. Then go back to the basics. Regretting one's fall from grace has shackled many souls to despair. A very mortal mistake. Back to basics is so frustrating. We take one step forward, then two steps back, King. Lucen grabs you by the shoulders. He pulls you close, forcing you to look at him. King will be saved, but doing so begins with our training, trust me. He gazes deeply into his azure gaze. His presence soothes your quaking heart. So maybe just practice your aim for now. We'll do more later. Now then, I'm looking forward to getting out of here. Someone's excited about their new part-time job. Please, I just want to see the look on their face when they realize they're in the presence of someone with divine skill. He heads to the door, then turns to a florist and points at you. Good luck, and remember, strictly no opening portals to the underworld. He waves both hands in defense of the angel's piercing glare. I won't, I swear. Good, then I'll see you later. Lucen leaves the apartment. You head to your kitchen to prepare a cup of instant noodles and pour yourself some orange juice. Your breakfast is hard to swallow with your mind lost in thought about what is keeping your portal powers from working properly. Look at the palm of your right hand, measure sparks around it. And on the excitement of gaining back a fragment of your power, you didn't notice how your magic is different, wilder and wild, akin to the days you began your training to be Demon Lord. You down the rest of your breakfast and clear the table. As you stand in the middle of your apartment unit, you try to recall what you can remember about portals. You're brought back to a time that happened all too often, a time where you put off studying for an important exam. In that instance, it was a portal exam conducted by Vendrake. You curse the time you ignored your studies to play a game staring at a pair of funny talking skeletons named after bad typefaces. The test was due in 2 days. You had yet to master constructing portals to locations you've never been to and was desperate for a cheat sheet. There you were searching through your father's desk hoping for a training video, a stack of notes, and some magic teaching tool to help you out. You were so engrossed in your search that you didn't notice the portal opening across the room. Where is it? He has to have it. Chains wrapped around your body before flaking you across the room. You land right in front of the portal where you see a towering figure standing in front of it. You squint your eyes and realize that the familiar silhouette belongs to your father. Hi, Pa, You feel the tip of his blade on your throat before you could utter another word. What are you doing here, son? The deep, soul-piercing voice of Demon Lord Zangwitz chills you to the bone. His striking blood-red fur fills the air with the scent of cinnamon. Tall as fortress, and the build of a seasoned warrior that never misses a day of training, your father carries with him a presence that chokes one as hard as his chains. All streets of gray fur one in between the sanguine mane. Quite the oddity for a demon who was also young by demon world standards. I was just looking for some notes of summoning portals, for Vendrake's test. Oh, his chains released you immediately, and his sword dematerialized. In a swift motion, he gently lifted your chin up to see if he made any cuts. You could have just asked me at home. You know, I don't like it when anyone sneaks around my office. Satisfied he stopped checking your face. And when would that be? Somewhere between now and never? Pa, you practically live in your office. Your father pulled his chair to him with a wave of his hand and sat down in front of his desk. Son, I wish I had more time free. I had more free time, but there's much left to build in the underworld. I know, Pa. I know. Deep down, you wish you could have chastised him for not trying to get a day off. He never knew how through your adolescence, you wondered if your father hated you or how little you saw of him. So, no notes? They're all in here, son. He tapped aside his head. Leaving information around allows your enemies to exploit it. Remember what happened to Grandpa? You killed him by exploiting plans that reveal a way through his stronghold. Exactly that. Other options, you lowered your shoulders and looked to the side. Damn, so what now? I said, so I asked Amari for help again? You remember your father watching you intently. Guess I'll head home then. He held out his hand to stop you. Hang on. My meeting with R&D is on hold. The mortals have developed a new career around showing the internet their daily reactions and activities. The research demons are still going through more videos to understand, so we have some time. Why do I show you the secret behind opening portals? I mean, yeah, sure, Pa. You remember how warm your chest felt when he said that? Zangwood stood up and drew his sword. I found that the quickest way to unlock a difficult skill is to enter a new death situation. Whoa, Pa. Don't worry. I said near death. Pa, no, come on. I don't need to be nearly dead to open a portal. Just give me some tips on how to go to a place I haven't been before. You young demons these days can't handle a little physical challenge, but alright. He holstered his sword, but his words stung just as much as the blade that was pressed against your throat. How much do you know about portals? I know that it's a spell that requires soul energy to cast. If we've been to a place before, it's etched into our souls. No matter how we remember the place, the spell knows where that point was, and we can easily open that port. Yes, you're on track. But I don't get what Vendrake meant about opening a portal to somewhere you've never been before. He just went. He tried to imitate Vendrake's gait and speech. Command the universe to open a portal to where you want to go. God, my fledgling lord. If Fortress can understand this, why can't you? Then I go. Well, Fortress can't touch his toes because his chest is too big. Then he will pull a lever and I will drop it into a pit where I go to escape the other hell beasts. Your father blinked. For the first time, you saw him visibly surprised. I will have to remember to review your curriculum one day. For now, follow my instructions. You start by feeling the veil that holds reality. Feel the veil of reality. What's that? You'll sense it when you focus on it. You held out your right hand. Soul energy coursed through your arm. Steady your mind. Think of what you know about the place you want to go, what you intend to do, who you want to see. How do I know if it's going to be the right place? Will it to be? Tell the universe this is where you want to go. Hi, universe. Could you open a portal to Sugar Tomato for me? Not like that. Spirituality, son. Will it? with your soul. You return your concentration back to your hand. Soul energy flow into your fingertips as you raise your arm. With steady breath, you summon your memories of the South, descriptions of Super Tomato from the magazine you read. Your dreams of going there to see the newest console release. The palm of your hand met the gentle touch of an invisible wall, a sensation akin to running your hand through hundreds of cotton strings. As though responding to your wishes, the threads wrapped around your digits. You felt confidence swelling up inside. This was the connection to where you needed to go. With a strong grip, you ripped apart the threads of reality, calling forth your portal. Did I do it? You did it. You summon a portal while thinking of the same sound from your memory. Peering into the portal, you see you're not anywhere near the south, but at the edge of town. Weird. I was sure that would have worked. Could there be a distance limit to my current powers? You slumped to the floor with a pained sigh. Your thoughts are muddling between the failure of the portal and the memories of your father. Paul. He followed you to Super Tomato that day. It was at the time the largest game store in Japan. You remember how you had a blast going there even with your paw just watching by your side. How you both promised to spend more time together, but it never happened. He was bedridden and died at a year's time. Can't stop now. As you get up to try again, you hope that Lucen is having more luck than you. Inside Six Fan, the shop is still getting ready. It has yet to open its doors to its customers. Good morning, Lucen. I'm so glad you made it in early. Lucen flicks the front of his hair. But of course, I'm a professional. Neil's on the way over. Why not try changing into this? She hands Lucen a set of waiter's clothes. Let me know if there are any fitting issues and I'll have them fixed in a jiffy. Of course, Cora squeals with delight upon seeing Lucen. It fits you perfectly. Yes, but is a bow tie necessary? I have to keep my collar away just to make it fit. Consider yourself lucky we're letting you wear those bracelets. This is a cafe, not a bank. You're just asking to get mud with all that gold. Lucen raises an eyebrow at the petite man. The jet black fur and the languid smell of burnt food gives the impression that the angel is looking at a dog who got set on fire moments before. Neil, be nice. We need Lucen's charm for the big event. Lucen, this is Neil, our head chef. Your only chef, mind you. He stuck with me for over 2 years, which I do appreciate considering how little I pay him. Those long ears flake about, but his expression remains indifferent. As long as I've got a roof over my head, it's enough for now. It's my pleasure to meet you, Neil. That's chef to you. Yeah, mortals and their titles. Not going to mean much when you're 6 feet under like the rest of them, tough guy. The dog bumps to Lucian's shoulder and walks off to the employee break room. He's charming, Lucen says flatly. Neil's a good soul. I'm sure you boys will get along. She smiles at him, although Lucen is not convinced. He holds his tongue. Now, before I send you off on your first task, you should take a look at our cafe's binder. It has all our menu items and the prices. She holds out a cream-colored file. Lucen takes it from her and starts flipping through. As a waiter, it's good to know about the ingredients we use in our dishes. That way you know what to recommend to customers who have dietary restrictions. Kale nuts. Take your time. There's a bunch of stuff in there, including how to set up the tables. Immerse it. Done. I finished reading and memorizing this file. Cora holds a hand to her heart, clearly stopped by the angel's declaration. That's impossible. I took weeks to write all that down. I know you kids these days are getting smarter, but in less than a minute. If you don't believe it, test me. I will. She takes the file from him, flipping to a random page. She looks at the page near the dog. What makes our mac and cheese so special? Hot sauce, where you get this special kick. Correct. What if I was a customer who wanted to order our Indigenous Experience cookie, but I am definitely allergic to peanuts? The cafe offers a sunflower seed substitute called the Almost Nut Experience. That is correct, huh? She turns to the kitchen area. Hey Neil, looks like we have another wonderkind like you. I wonder what kind of trouble he's going to be. He doesn't look up from the kitchen window as he continues to set up his station. Excellent, since you're all set up, let me just update you on your schedule and the new event we're going to run. She does a quick little jog on the spot as she smells bubbly. From her pocket she pulls out 2 pieces of paper for Lucen. You only need me every other day. Right, I wish I could offer you more sales, but it's out of the budget for now. So I picked the days we really need the extra hand, especially with a new event. Don't mind me, I have other work to attend to as well, so this actually suits me. He flips to the second paper and furrows his brow. A bright blue flyer promoting the event Royal Dining Tea Time. Want to be treated like royalty? Come experience a special tea time event coming this week. What do you think? I got the idea from all these new themed restaurants popping up all around the world. I figure you and I can charm hundreds of customers to come have tea here. No offense, I understand I have a certain natural magnetism, but I worry if that's enough to bring in that many customers. That's why you got me. She winks at Lucen. I've been known to turn a few heads when I was in my youth, and I dare say I still catch the eyes of many of the older folks here in Kimbleton. I can see you're quite passionate about your business. Let me guess, you hope to become a billionaire or be on the cover of every travel magazine. Rather than that would be exciting. Really, I'm just hoping to own the second floor of the shop. This is the second floor. Don't you want more for your life? All the other mortal people I have met have dreamed of greater things, no offense. None taken. Well, honey, I'm no spring chicken anymore. I think wanting to run a moderately successful business is a big accomplishment. I suppose it is not my place to measure the scale you're ambition. I'll do what I can as per my role in your establishment. So it says, I, Lucen. Now that's the royal treatment we're looking for. You can start by going around town and handing out flyers for the day. Be back by sundown so you can help out with the evening rush. Come again? All I need here? Well, the event isn't going to start until Saturday. That's 4 more days from now. We need to get the word out first. She whips out her phone. I tackled the social media side by messaging all my contacts with the local Farmers Association, my Thursday night book club, and I'm in the middle of posting about this event and all the food review sites our cafe is in. I mean, this feels like grunt work. I really think my skills are better suited for other tasks I could do some outside. Cora holds Lucen by the sides of his face and brings his eyes to meet hers. Lucen, there are no jobs that aren't important here. We all contribute a little something to the bigger picture. I picked this job for you because I believe you can do it. Lucen whines a little. Come on, who's a good new waiter? I am. Who's going to be the star of the cafe when the customers come in? I am. And who's going to try to bring those customers in today and let them have the privilege to see you in action? I am. Yeah, now get out of there. Yeah. Comes on an event. Lucen was given a stack of 100 flyers. In a matter of minutes, the hype of being given his newfound responsibility dies away. As he stands outside the cell, Lucen thinks back about the state of his mission and what he's doing right now. New event coming. Use an angelic training, and this is what I'm reduced to. Please take a flyer. All those hours of lectures on arrows and bows, cramming the history of creation just to do that. Hi, come to our new tea event. It will be a blast. Bruh, that was painful to watch. Kobu, where did he come from? Did he manage a portal here? Arms on his hips, you puff out your chest and smile. I kinda just don't check the alley behind Six Fan. There may or may not be an indent of me on the ground. It was hard at first, and the closest I got was just a few feet above the alley behind the shop. He shrugged. Part of me wants to give up, but I'm hopeful. I think I might regain my skill with more practice. Good, we can't really expect you to get a hang of everything in one day. Any other developments with your portals? Sort of. It would be easier if I saw you. There's something weird I noticed when I tried to open a portal beyond the town. It's always stops at the edge of it. Like, consistently, it would always open at the same spot, unlike the random locations I get within Kibbleton. And boundary? I wonder if it has a connection with my flight being dampened as well. More importantly, I came to check in on you, which I'm glad I did, because what was that just now? You were scowling 1 second, giving your best crocodile smile the next. Crocodile smile? A fake smile. The angel wheels back, surprised that you were watching him so closely. I won't make any excuses. My attitude is less than acceptable by above standards. It's just, this is very much just a repeat of my time in up above. Why am I always stuck with menial jobs? Is there something about me that just screams I can't handle things? You put a hand on Lucian's shoulder, look into his eyes and smile. Maybe. But you've got to remember, this isn't up above. You're not working for some score. You're working for minimum wage, which is debatable depending on the state or country you're in. Regardless, you point to the sky in an exaggerated manner. In the spirit of the minimum wage worker, you've got to at least look like you give a damn until your next paycheck comes. Lucian stares at you, dumbfounded. I think working on Earth has rotted your brain. You think? Either way, Sabo, Cora's a nice lady. It won't be fair to her when she took a chance on you. Yes, I suppose that's true. Anyways, I'm heading to the park to try to see what dirt I can dig up on those coaches. Can't keep sitting and waiting for something to happen. Then I'm coming with you. Are you on the clock? I am, but as long as I keep handing out flyers, I'm not shirking my responsibilities. Alright, let's go. Lucen takes the charge and leads away, stopping every few steps to hand out a flyer. You offer to help, but he swats your hand away and glares at you. Hey, don't you want to get done faster? This is my work. I must earn my keeps, as the phrase goes. Upon entering an alley overlooking the park, you hide behind a telephone pole next to Lucen. From here, you can see the park's entrance where several cultists gather. You see 4 of them at the gate. There's actually 5. What, where? Lucen points to the far right. A lone cultist stands away from the rest of the group. Their attention is being transfixed by the morning glories that grow along the metal fence that separates the park from the rest of the town. Something about the way they cup their hands makes them seem so much smaller than they are. I suppose one of us just needs to approach and talk to them. But who should we talk? Let's just retarget the one on their own. Are you sure? I worry they might not know once if they're avoiding their other cultists. I think otherwise. Let me try to talk to them. If I'm wrong, then we can get another shot at the rest. He drops his stack of flyers in his arms, in your arms, and walks over. You're caught by surprise and struggle to keep the papers from falling. Excuse me. Before he can walk over, you pull him back by the shoulder. Hang on. With one hand, you adjust the front of Lucian's hair and straighten his bow tie. There, go get him, Tiger. For the record, I could have done that myself. The angel walks off to the lone cultist. He leans in a bit before getting their attention. Hello? The cultist turns and nearly jumps from being spoken to. Hello? Up close, Lucian realizes the person is a female wolf. Her green eyes draw him in, despite their luster. Her eyes appear vacant, like her mind is far away. Lucen puts on his warmest smile. I've noticed you and your people around the town. I must say, you caught my eye. Oh, thanks. She remains distant even with her reply. Lucen smiles for a moment, falters, a bath of unfamiliar emotions swirl within, worry and fear. At the same time, one of the four coaches, a male white wolf, notices Lucian's presence and stumbles over. Hello, good sir. Have you come to receive a basket of love of the great teacher? The fur on Lucian's back stands on end as he is overcome with the stain of the other coaches. He weeps of desperation and lingering sadness that just puts the angel off. Just like the female, this one's eyes convey a certain fogginess in the person's soul. Why, yes, I'm interested in knowing more about you, your group. I was hoping this young lady could assist me. Oh, piss plus, I can tell you everything you want to know about the Dawn Seeker. I don't doubt that, but I want to hear it from her, if you don't mind. The male cultist shoots a glare at the other wolf, as though telling her not to mess up. Very well then, I'll leave you in the capable hands of our sister Steve. Don't forget, every new member comes with a free air fire. After the male wolf retreats back into the group, Lucen speaks up. Steve, huh? We're all called Steve. The great teacher gave us that name when we became coat-wearing members. It's to show that we're all equal in the eyes. We're one big family. Sweat trickles down Lucian's back. The unease within him swells. The way she speaks with such adoration, how she gives her name up so willingly. He could only describe this burning sensation in his heart as fury. Lucen looks to the group, then back at her. He bites his lips. Oh, I'm just getting some space because I wanted to look at these flowers. It's not like I'm being excluded or anything. She turns to point at the purple flowers behind her. They remind me of the ones back home in Singapore. You're thousands of kilometers away from home, then. Why come all the way here? Why did I come here? The angel sees a spark of life returning to her eyes. His smile widens, but only for a bit before continuing. Yes, go on. What was the reason that you joined? I have a little brother, I remember. She grits the side of her hoodie. Prometheus came to the coffee shop I worked in and told me about the incident that would have killed my brother that night if he followed his friend's car home from Lucen. Yes, you have a brother, and unbeknownst to the both of them, the morning glories turn slightly towards the angel, drawn in by the energy he radiates. She takes a deep breath before continuing to speak. It's the reason why I or any of us join, to save someone we care about. The great teacher has amazing powers. He can guide our loved ones away from death. He's the reason my little brother is still alive. In doubt, the angel's smile drops. Like a switch in her brain is turned on, she succumbs to the fog in her mind and begins to praise their leader once more. It was so surreal. He knew everything from the model of that friend's car to the time of the incident. How could I not join them after all that? He promised me if I joined, I could protect my whole family if I wanted to. Lucian's heart turns cold at that moment. A sort of emptiness burrows deep within him as though the person in front of him is a lost cause. Then came a memory, an image of Kobu. It was of the day he came to the angel, desperate to save his friend. When any angel or demon will easily disregard a soul as any other. The angel's thoughts lead back to the souls up above, how the plans they had for their personal paradise held so many names of people who weren't with them there. An act he found most peculiar, as why would anyone in heaven want to care about those who can't get in? These mortals, even in death, they seem to think about one another. Does someone value her out there? Epiphany strikes. And are they protected? Your little brother and your family? I don't know. I last contacted them when did I call them? What are their names? What of yours? My brother was Roger. I'm Alice. I nearly forgot my own name. Strange. Alice clutches the sides of her head as though the memories are actively hurting her. My parents. The angel has induced a chink in the coat's armor, or at least one in this individual. Just as Lucen is about to ask more, the previous coach returns. Hello, Steve. I couldn't help but notice you look so stressed. Is something wrong? Lucian's eyes widen, and she tells them what he's been asking. They may cut him off from all information. No, it's nothing. We were just talking. She was just saying how great your teacher is. That's great. I could go on and on about how amazing Lord Prometheus is. Won't you join us for our daily worship session of our great teacher? Perhaps some other time, though I am interested in your leader. I wish so much to see them in person. Well, there is a big event coming up, but I cannot say when or where. It's exclusive to our members. A big event, you say? Yes, Lord Prometheus will address all of us that night. He says there is a big plan for all of us. That's why we are here, spreading his glory to those we find worthy. Do reconsider. I'm sure my friend and I would love to stop on by. Oh, no, I can't. It's happening at the base of the hill where the Inn Hotel sits. You can't miss it if you are heading there, midnight on Friday. Now, why did she say that? The annoying one's face darkens. Steve, how could you? This is a becoming of a dawn seeker. I am so sorry, Steve. I don't feel so good. My hair hurts. May the great teacher have forgiveness in my soul. It could get us into a lot of trouble for that. Sir, please forget what Steve said. It was nothing important. The annoyed Steve grabs her by the arm and drags her back to the rest of the group. You're going to drink your fruit juice and reflect on your actions in prayer. Will you now? You're always causing so much trouble. Lucian mulls over his feelings and thoughts as he returns to your side. From where you stand, you see Lucen coming over. He turns ever so often to look at the cultists he was talking to. How'd it go? As expected, they are located at the base of the hill, headed towards the Inn Hotel. There's supposed to be a big announcement in 4 days by their leader Prometheus. So the big boss is already here, but they're laying low. Do we need to worry about him? We don't have to if we are successful in our mission. We destroy their data and their source of power, and they will fade away. Hopefully, anyways, this is good. We only ever needed their location, their base. Let's head back and plan the next phase. Hold on. About that girl, don't you think we should help her? You mean the one who you talked to? He casts a side eye at the angel. All of a sudden I'm concerned. I'm not concerned. The last thing I need is to be indebted to a mortal. She blurted out their location, and the last second I suspected it was intentional. He crossed her arms with a slight smile. You're growing a heart. Lucen rolls his eyes. That said, I don't think we should get involved any further. Kings are a priority. Excuse me, you're the one who's been insisting that I be nice to their kind. Nice doesn't mean we need to steer the lives of everyone that comes our way. You're still an angel. Don't forget, you can't influence them until the rating of their soul changes. Do you honestly believe that embargoes are necessary? You literally affected King by being here with him for 2 years. I did not. Really? He raised his eyebrow at you. I mean, I couldn't have. Lucen leans closer, his eyes fixed upon you. I refuse to accept it. I didn't break the embargo, because if I did, that means I have a lot to answer for when his time of judgment comes. I didn't make him choose anything he didn't want to do. Maybe that one time when I asked him to buy that new game, but my point still stands. Oh, alright. You want to do this so badly, fine. It's your job on the line. You needn't worry about my career. You aren't going to make that mortal change anything. She will decide on her own. How exactly? Lucian holds out his right hand. I'll challenge you to an old-fashioned devil and angel on the shoulder. That old ritual, that hasn't been done in ages. So, that's what our kind did before the age of automobiles. It's what we do to test our soul, and they won't ever remember it. They won't even remember it. We won't even be affected the mortal soul waiting. They will decide on their own which path to take. You realize if you lose, she might make a choice that will lead her into the hands of my company. That's for her to decide. I just wish for her to consider all choices. You chuckle. Alright, but I won't pull any punches just because we're friends. You grab his hand, blue and golden sparks fly between you, signifying the start of the ritual. I'd be insulted if you did. Now let's set the stage for our dear mortal. Revealing our organization's secrets to an outsider, your actions could have doomed us all. We have procedures for letting new people in. I just thought maybe if he saw what we were all about, he would join us. What a foolish thought, typical of a White One member. Just for that, you can walk back to base. Be glad I'm keeping this under wraps from the others. I'm sorry, Steve. Downtrodden, Alice walks away. She keeps her head low as she ponders her earlier actions. Why did I tell him all that? What? Where am I? Maniacal laughter erupts from above. She glances up, but there's nobody there. What's going on? Who are you? Alice turns to run out of the alley. Being mortal, she doesn't see the portal he's set up blocking her exit, so she's teleported back to where she started. Am I going crazy? Lord Prometheus, someone, please help. She falls to her knees, clutching her hands in prayer. Time to make your entrance. Pathetic mortal. You will find escape to be quite You accidentally step on a bottle on the floor, falling backwards. What the hell? What's that doing here? Freaking recycle people. Thankfully, it's so dark in the alley she doesn't see you. You know what? Forget the theatrics. Let's talk, Alice. You know my name? Are you the one doing all this? Why? Simple, Alice, because I'm a demon, and we have something very important to discuss. You let out the same slow laugh. The girl's taken aback, hugging herself for security. Little does she know that you actually know next to nothing else about her. Damn it, Lucen, this isn't fair. You kept all her private info to yourself. How am I supposed to do my thing? Cease your wickedness, foul creature. Your kind will not have your way with her soul. Leaping off a nearby roof, Lucen spreads his wings and descends down as his halo blankets the alley in warm light. His magic forms a protective dome, ensuring no prying eyes will be suspicious of what's happening. As he lands, you notice the angel is holding his flyers like a saint with holy scriptures in one arm. This guy. Wait, I know you. You're the guy from before. Yes, I'm an angel. I'm here to guide you away from that. He points at you. No harm will come to you while I'm here. That demon is unfortunately right, Alice. You are at an important crossroad and you need to make a decision. What decision? I think you know what it is, to stay or leave the coast. Alice gasped. Then, what's the point of discussing this? Why would I need to consider any other option than yours, Mr. Guardian Angel? That's the most logical choice. I don't want my soul to be condemned forever. The ritual has begun. For those of the underworld know that the true nature of our souls is revealed in its most difficult moments. You must choose arguments to sway the cult's resolve. Damn it, I don't know anything about them. I have to think of it on the fly. You speak of logic as if you know the undeniable truth in any situation, but is that really the case? You don't strike me as someone who acts purely on logic. After all, you wouldn't be in those garbs if you did. Bet you saw something to defy all logic, didn't you? I wonder what could have kept you in the cold for so long. What would happen if you just suddenly left? No, my brother, if I leave his life. You say you're doing this for your family. Then think of them. Would they be happy knowing what you've been reduced to by these cultists? I don't know, but that's better than knowing my brother could die at any moment. All mortals die. That's the fact of life. You cannot run away from such an inevitability. It doesn't have to be. Prometheus is giving us a chance. If I do what he says, then maybe my family can live forever. What family? Look around. Who's here for you? Prometheus is here. I know he is. He wouldn't just abandon me. Lucen grits his teeth. He sees visages of the same devotion he and the other angels pledge to God, but dismisses this thought before it affects the ritual. If your cult leader truly cares about you, they will let you live your life. Oh, come on. You make it sound like life's not great to begin with. If anyone really living, or just is anyone really living, or are they just distracting themselves from the inevitable end of it all? You got a little job. You find a little someone to call a partner, and maybe start a little family for what? No one's going to remember you after a few hundred years. How many people have come and gone, their presence wiped away by time? I mean, what's the use of even prolonging your existence, just so you can go through another meaningless tomorrow? In the end, existence is suffering, yet without suffering, one does not truly live. You have afflicted yourself with existential crisis. She remains silent. Lucen frowns behind her. She grips her collar tightly. It's not too late, Alice. Think back to your family. Think about what you've missed being away from them. She turns to Lucen with teary eyes. I can't. I don't want to. It hurts too much. How old will your brother be by now? 13. He will have started secondary school. God, I miss his graduation. I miss his and my parents' birthdays. I miss so much. What else do you miss? I miss my bed. I miss eating food that didn't taste so crunchy and air fried. I miss actually doing things I cared about, and all this stupid recruitment or tending to some stupid farm. Most of all, I miss my name. I miss being Alice. Her steps are slow and cautious, but she approaches Lucian. I'm a fool, aren't I? I'm just lying to myself that I'm helping my brother by being here when I haven't even seen him or my family since. It's been years. I don't even know if he's even around anymore. I just kept hoping that I was doing the right thing, but I'm just so scared that all this could have been for nothing. She stops right in front of him, the tears now flowing down her cheeks. The angel opens his arms. His wings wrap around her as he pulls her into a hug. Alice cries into his chest. It's not for nothing. You did it for love, and no one can fault you for it. Nothing else is said as her cries fill the air. After about an hour, Alice manages to pull herself together. I need to leave Kibbleton. Me too. Back home, maybe I want to make up for the time I missed with my brother. So you're going to give up on Prometheus' promise of immortality? I've been with the Dawn Seekers for long enough. I don't think he ever intended to keep that promise. I feel like they're up to something strange. We all came here without any warning or reason only Prometheus knows. You best leave too. I can't have a job to do. More souls to save? Perhaps. Then you're going to need this. She just rolls and holds the coat's hoodie out at Lucian. That might be quite handy. Oh, well, I'll also be trading my air fryer in for some cash, at least enough to get me to the next town. I'll do you one better. The dark hands are a large sum of money. Now this could be enough to afford a trip back to Singapore. And a hot meal along the way. I've learned that food is important for mortals. Alice smiles. Thank you, Mr. Guardian Angel. I'll never forget this. She leaves the alley, and will notice that she will suddenly forget meeting the affable angel and depressed demon. Such are the terms of the ritual. Lucen claims his landslide victory. I do say that went very well. Sadness, emptiness, meaninglessness. Are you really still down after that spill? Which I must say, you were gasping at straws. Paying taxes, low pay, small apartment. Lucen sighs. He crosses down to meet your face. Thank you. I know you didn't want to do it, and you didn't really have to, but I'm glad you gave me a chance. You look up at your companion's face, his gentle smile, aspiring some relief from your thoughts. I was a mess, to be perfectly honest. That was my first time. Your face burns red with embarrassment. The dog's ears twitch and his tail wags. It was my first time too, and I'm glad it was with you. You lower your gaze. Me too. Then both of you turn away slightly from each other. So, do I need to expect more sudden acts of grace in the future? I don't know what you're talking about. Sure, Mr. Guardian Angel, sure. I guess I should be getting back. Don't want to waste the rest of my time before myself. Understood. And I will return to distributing the rest of these flyers. I'll come by to pick you up from training in the morning. Right, see you then. You open the portal and leave. Though your range is short, getting back to your apartment is made easy with multiple consecutive portal openings. The night passes by without much activity. You use the time to ponder your next move. 4 days is a big announcement. Just what could it be? It would be a bad idea to wait for them to strike on the day itself. If I was a cult leader, I'd increase security for the event. That would mean the best time to break in is any time before then. Their forces will be busy preparing and may not notice us coming in. Although it's possible to complete the opposite happens. Man, if this were a video game, I know the end of the countdown means the moon's going to crash into the town of Sathu. Just how much do I need to be worried about this cult? You ruminate further as the night progresses. Come to end yourself at 7 in the morning. You step outside and meet Lucian. Seems like he's been waiting. Hey, been waiting long? No more than usual. Take my hand. I'm flying us somewhere before the town fully awakens. There too, I found a decent training space. You sure don't waste your time. Our foes won't give us time to prepare and recuperate. You have to get used to it. Now let's go, and I'll tell you about what I've been thinking of doing work. You take Angel's hands and you both jettison into the sky. In just minutes, you'll arrive in an alley right next to your apartment. Lucen tosses his halo into the air, the speeds with scrambling, function activities, creating a dome around the both of you. The angel stands across from you, his usual gravitas replaced by stiff movements and a steely gaze. I can tell you've given some thoughts about our next course of action. What gave it away? You're a lot less chatty when you're serious about something. Have you considered whether we should infiltrate the cult? I did. I even asked Anna the feeling for myself. I just need to tell her when. Lucen nods. I've flown over the location of their headquarters. I tried locating the position of the magical artifacts their group is said to have, but the halo didn't even register the existence of the cultists walking about there. That area is guarded against magical interferences from the outside. You get what I mean? We have to go in on foot and find the place on our own. Exactly. And I can't let you get hurt, Kobu. You're asking me to stay behind? Where did this come from? It's my very job to keep you safe until your return to the underworld. Nothing new. We work better together. It's not a decision I make lightly, but of course I already anticipated your reaction. Then let your training begin. If you can land a hit on me, then I'll have no qualms with you coming along. You set your backpack aside. One hit? What, too worried I mess up your hair? No, I just have a shift tomorrow, and I'd rather not keep this going all the way until then. Then let me end this now. He casts open a portal and runs through. It opens right behind Lucen. The angel steps aside and twists you over. Ah. He grabs your foot and dangles the rest of your body inches off the ground. Good attempt. Announce your attack, not so clever though. You twist your body to throw a punch but keeps you away before he drops you. Yeah. Pain stretches through your back. Your eyes widen as you catch the angel summoning his bow and arrow. Just as he fires a shot, you open a portal beneath you and you're back on your feet across from him. The arrow sticks into the wall before disappearing. But are you trying to kill me? Your enemies aren't going to show you any leeway. Lucian aims his bow at you. An arrow forms. He draws the string back to its furthest and a volley of arrows fire out like a blast from a machine gun. You summon a portal once more to catch the shots. The exit portal appears above Lucen. The angel instantly leaps back narrowly, dodging the arrows. A plume of dust erupts from where they land. I need more speed. He runs forward through the dust, not giving the angel a chance to gather his bearings. Lucen raises his arms ready to guard your incoming punch. No, he sees all the moves I'll make before I can land them. In the midst of thought and action, the world around you seems to stand still when the idea sparks to life. It's a portal no bigger than a plate saucer right where your punch would land. Lucian's head turns to the right where the exit portal appears. His left guard falls as he anticipates an attack from the right. Got you. As your punch breaks through the portal, you unsummon it. What? The angel instinctively grabs you by the collar. You grab his. He, however, fails to account for your weight. His center of gravity shifts, and you both take a tumble. On the ground, you both toss and turn for dominance. Get off of me! No, you. You start slapping the angel relentlessly. No, stop it! He blocks your slaps with one hand, but because you aren't letting go of his shirt, he is being vigorously shaken at the same time. Not until You throw him roughly to the left and leap up over his body. The sound of your slap announces your victory. You throw both hands into the air, panting heavily. Lucen lies beneath you, also breathing hard. The two of you exchanging smiles between ragged brows. Beads of sweat drip down your forehead. Your whole body is all heated up from the mock fight. His eyes seem to shine as he smiles with his tongue out. Your heart pounds in your ear, and you lean in close. What are you two doing? Huh? You both look up to see Toast staring dumbfounded at both of you. Toast? The ghost? Why are you here? Hold up. What in Lady Liberty's green dress were you two doing? Jeez, get a room next time. Well, we were just sparring. What did you and Lucen turn to one another, realizing that the halo has been active the whole time. That ain't what I saw. What Toast saw. The two danced merrily in the back alley without a care in the world. Lucen, we must stop. Lucen, my evil twin brother, twice removed, finds out about us. Lucen spins you on the spot. Ho ho ho, mon Dieu, portele. Ho ho ho, my little chubby angel. You know on the dance floor there's no Lucen, only Leopold kissed me enough. Oh, Leopold kissed me enough. You're my rock. And you're the spring in my step where I do the cha-cha-cha. How your hips don't lie. You want me, do you not? Language. You slap Lucen as he dips you and pulls you back up. Shut up and kiss me. I love you, Kobu. Oh yes, kiss me now. It wasn't an illusion. We were doing no such thing. A complete fallacy. Nothing happened. Angels cooked that one up. Pure fiction. Uh-huh. Yeah, we were just tossing each other around, bouncing bodies and getting dirty on the ground. Like normal people. More importantly, why are you here, Ghost? Me? Well, I came for Kobu. I could use some help beating up those cultists for stealing from my friend. Cultists? You mean the Dawn Seekers? They'll be the hospital seekers soon. Come on, partner, let's thrash them. I've seen some of them scrambling at the park. Now, what exactly did they take from your friend? A jacket. It's like his prized possession. I promised Arkin I'd get it back to them. You have a friend here in the world of the living? Yeah, first guy who could ever see me when I came over. We've been traveling together ever since, looking for his jacket. That's how I ended up here in the first place. He tapped Lucen on the shoulder. Maybe he can help us out. We're going there anyway. If you want someone who can float around fancifully, a balloon would be better. Wouldn't he be able to help us look around undetected? They may have magical artifacts, but the cultists are mortals who can't see our magic or the supernatural. Lucen takes a deep breath. You have a point. Very well, Ghost. You do our bidding, and I'll consider looking away from your existence for now. However, if you so much as think about betraying us, I will make you rue your afterlife. I don't know what woe is. Is it tasty? What? Not woe. R-U-E. Well, woo. You too, buddy. Guys, come on. Let's run over and play in my apartment. We're heading in tonight. Sweet. Tonight? Oh, you sure? Yes. Now, come on. Save me the trouble of trying to film myself. To be continued. Thanks for playing the latest update. If you want to let us know how we're doing, leave a rating and comment on our Israel page. We want to hear from you. We're the Demon Lurks is supported by those who sponsor us on Patreon. Consider supporting us so we can make the game bigger and better. Or you can support us by buying our merch available from the fine folks at PowerPoint Press. And if you want to be kept up to date on the development, feel free to follow our Twitter or join our Discord. So that was Lucen's route. So that was nice of Lucen to help Alice leave that cult and try to go back to her family in Singapore, because he really misses them a lot. And but this cult didn't care about her concerns, just using her. And all of them, honestly, just using all of them. So, yeah. Harry laughed. And for Lucen to help her leave the cult, he's slowly growing as a character, because usually we see him be very condescending and dismissive of mortals. Like they're not important, and as if they're not worth his time. But as he gets to learn more about her, she feels he feels very bad for her despite her being immortal, and he hugs her for a good hour. Actually, well, not an hour, but he hugs her for a good while, and after an hour, she is able to get herself straight from crying, and thanks Lucen a whole lot for helping her. So he is certainly growing, becoming more passionate and more compassionate and more open-minded, and instead of being cold and judgmental towards mortals. And I like the big reason he did that for her was payback, not payback, but he did that as a way of showing gratitude to her for leaking the location of where the cultists are going to be at. And the cult leader was supposed to do this big announcement in 4 days, so she helped him a whole lot by doing that, by leaking the location of the cultist leader. So we got to see a little bit of Kovu at the very end. We didn't see more as a whole in this update, and we got to see both Kovu and Lucen practice fighting, as well as Kovu practicing how to use his powers to open portals to different places that he wants to go to. He wants to create a portal that will take him to the demon world so he can rescue King, but it's going to be a lot harder than that. And so that's all I have for now. Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.